grants awarded to locally owned internet service providers.
We've been in these communities for many, many, many years, serving those communities. Those national providers, they are answering to people that are not in Maine.
Willette says larger, out-of-state corporations might be cheaper and faster, but also less responsive, whereas money cycles through the community much more with local providers. Online dating apps have been used by 1 in 3 adults in America, according to the Pew Research Center, more by younger people, men, and people in urban areas. So are there any differences for rural folks? Anya Slepian has more.
Fewer people online and longer distances make it harder to meet a match for small-town daters. But there are some aspects of rural life that dating app users can use to their advantage.
One thing that is a blessing in disguise with small-town America, most people know everyone. So ask other people if they know your date.
Kelly Sayre is an expert in situational awareness and safety with the Diamond Arrow Group. And while rural online dating is distinct in some ways, Sayre says many dating safety tips are universal.
Whether you're going on a date with a new guy or gal in town, or the hometown hero that everyone knows, or the sweetheart, you should never feel bullied, pressured, or in fear while you're on a date.
I'm Anya Slepian.
For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, I'm Roz Brown. For more rural stories, visit dailyyonder.com.
Tell us we will die like dogs. What? Tell us we will die like dogs.
You will die like dogs.
No, we will not die like dogs. We will fight like lions, because we are the Three Amigos!
All right. Sadly, I think the most popular show on KCHW. It's the Three Amigos, Alan Milani, Chuck Ritchie, and myself, Scott Allen. Welcome this morning, boys. Thank you for being here.
Why is that sad?
Because I feel like the station should do better.
I told you I was feeling kind of sensitive this morning, Scott.
Oh man, I'll back off a little, but we got morning insults, so you better toughen up that skin. Yeah. And by the way, you were gone last week. It was really hard for me and Chuck. You know? Yeah. I'm really sad too.
I was sensitive last week.
Yeah.
Aw.
And after the show, the Three Amigos needed to ride out to stop a train robbery, and you weren't there, and Chuck got shot in the butt cheek.
Oh, yeah. You should have heard the things Scott said about you, too.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I bet it was absolutely horrible.
The worst.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but it was bad. All right. Looks nice out there this morning, but your weather be a-changing. Considerable cloudiness, occasional rain showers today. High of 47. Chance of rain 70%. Down to 32 tonight with showers early, then cloudy overnight. Tomorrow, 45 and 28. Cloudy skies, 25% chance of rain. Cloudy through the weekend. 45 on Saturday. 46 on Sunday. Overnight lows right at 30 and a 17% chance of precipitation both days. Right now, Monday, 49 and 29 with partly cloudy skies. And next week, it looks like you're back into the 50s after Monday. So,
nice.
You guys been enjoying that nice weather? 57 the other day? Wow.
It's almost motorcycle weather.
Ooh.
You know what I did yesterday?
What?
I spent all day outside working on the yard without a jacket.
Oh,
with just a shirt. Yeah.
You're going to catch a cold.
Crazy.
You're going to
That
catch a
sounds
cold.
like manual
and
labor.
I wasn't cold.
I wasn't cold, Mom. I don't need a jacket.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to Mama.
All right. Breakfast for the kids today is the breakfast pizza, cereal, fresh fruit, fruit juice, and your choice of milk. And then for lunchtime, chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes, green beans, fresh veggies, fresh fruit, and again, your choice of milk. All right. Burning through that stuff. And on to round robin jokes this morning. So there's just a few morning jokes to get us going. Alan, you're at the top of the Hollywood Squares again today, so why don't you start?
All right, brother. So one difference between men and women is that when a woman says, smell this, it usually smells nice. Yeah.
Chuck?
I always like to ask people, does that smell like popcorn? Everybody loves popcorn, so they take a big whiff. I'm horrible.
Do you smell sulfur? I smell sulfur. I made Chuck red. All right, Chuck. What about your wife?
I think she's starting to show the first sign of Alzheimer's.
Really?
Yeah, she can't remember what she ever saw in me.
Oh,
man.
Brutal.
That was brutal.
All right. Hey, guys, I recently purchased a toilet brush, and long story short, I'm going back to toilet paper.
Probably a good idea. Yeah.
It's rough.
It's so coarse.
You sure this is the way to do it?
Not as pleasant as a bidet.
And no. Alan.
So I just talked to the city council to get permission to skip outside my house.
All right.
The council said, go for it, fatty. You could use the exercise. Wow.
You're just going back and up and down the sidewalk in front of the carpet store skipping. La
Yeah.
la 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 la. Let's go live.
La 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 la. Yeah.
I would pay at least $5 to see Alan skipping around on the sidewalk outside the store.
I don't do anything physical, Chuck.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's my gnome legs.
At least you're consistent.
I don't know if it's my gnome legs, but I skip really well. I mean, I don't do very many physical activities well, but man, I can skip like there's no tomorrow.
Oh,
wow.
Hobbitses.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm feeling sensitive.
Especially when you're on your way to second breakfast, right, Scott?
Yeah. It's how I burn those calories. Skipping.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about your grandma, Chuck.
She's 92 years old and she's been walking 6 kilometers every day.
Really?
She's now, yeah. That hasn't started when she was 92. She's 95. We have no idea where she is now.
You need an Apple AirTag.
I went for a walk with a girl the other day, but when she noticed me, we went for a run.
It's
Wow.
so romantic.
Yes.
That is romantic.
I know, Alan.
Yeah, people say that love is the best feeling, but I think that finding a toilet when you have diarrhea is better. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think Chuck can do better.
If 4 out of 5 people suffer from diarrhea, does that mean there's one that enjoys it?
Ooh. Wow.
By the way, guys, on Monday, we start Diarrhea Awareness Week. It runs all week. One more, Alan.
That's a lot of running.
It runs in your genes.
And remember, never under any circumstances take a sleeping pill and a laxative on the same night.
Wish you would have told me that yesterday.
Wake up with a little gravy leg?
Wow. All right, let's stop that. Let's stop that right now.
Oh, no! We suck again!
All right, Chuck, it's back to you.
Yes, so the other day, my wife asked me to pass her lipstick. I accidentally gave her a glue stick. She still isn't talking to me.
That almost sounds intentional.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember when I was married, that's what we called a bonus.
Wow.
A bus station is where a bus stops. A train station is where a train stops. And on my desk, I have a workstation.
And that's where the work stops.
Exactly.
I like it.
Good job.
All right.
So, if God is watching us, the least we can do is be entertaining, right?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sounds like a problem.
We're trying to be.
Yeah.
So I almost dropped my phone on my soft carpeted floor, but thank God I have lightning reflexes and was able to slap it into the wall instead.
Nice.
I do that all the time. My thing is I'll put my foot out to sort of stop it, and I end up kicking it.
Oh, now it's
Yeah.
under the couch and you got to get down on your knees. And
Like, yeah, like instead of cushioning its fall, I punt it across the room.
that's like when they tell you to wear the lanyard on your like Wii remote because you're doing those exercises and stuff. And I thought, oh, that's stupid. I don't need a lanyard till I threw it through the TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what that lanyard's for. All right. If you guys ever see me out jogging, please kill whatever's chasing me.
Yeah. Likewise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you see him skipping feverishly down the street
Yes. I'm trying to
in
run.
a panic,
Panic skip, panic skip.
this is what my running looks like. Don't judge me.
Man.
Mr. Milani.
You know, so I was watching some videos the other day and I saw Brenda a little bit tipsy and she was yelling at the TV saying, "Don't go in there. Don't go in the church, you moron." She's watching our wedding video again.
Oh. That's horrible.
Boo.
Chuck? This is good.
I scared the mailman today by coming to the door naked. I'm not sure what scared him more, the fact I was naked or the fact that I knew where he lived.
Wow. Wow.
All right. I have a bad inferiority complex. I was putting myself down, and that inferiority complex, it's not a very good one.
Oh,
God.
All right.
you can do better than that.
Yes.
I think the three of us excel at mediocrity.
We do. We do.
Yeah.
We're definitely a little slow. All right. Next thing I have for this morning, I thought this would be fun. I know Chuck hates it when I do the insult Scott. So today we are trading insults, and we're going to keep going in the same fashion. Alan, Chuck, and then myself. So Alan, first insult, all yours.
So, Scott, whenever your ex says you'll never find someone like me, the answer to that is that's the point. Wow. Ouch.
Wow, Alan.
Sorry, buddy.
Hey, Scott. Remember when you told me when you had the body of a Greek god, but I had to explain to you that Buddha is not Greek.
But he's still a god. Whoop whoop. Wow, the first two were both for me. So hey, you two, if you guys put your heads together, you'd make one giant butt.
Wow.
Picture it.
That's not an insult. That's just physical comedy.
I wish I could do it on the camera right now. Go see.
Wow. Wow. What does that say about our personalities, Chuck?
I know, right? We're butt heads.
Right? Scott, you're so fat, you're the reason why the earth is tilted.
Wow.
Wow. These still seem like they're all about Scott.
They do. Huh.
The poles are shifting a little to the left.
Hang on, everybody. I'm moving. If you feel your house shaking, it's just me.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Got one for Alan, I hope.
Hey, Alan.
Yeah.
Why don't you slip into something more comfortable? Like a coma.
Yeah. Thanks,
I
buddy.
didn't write this.
I feel like you did.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell everybody everything you know. It'll only take about 10 seconds.
Oh.
Unless it's trivia night.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He is a trivia king.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't been doing very well lately.
No?
No.
We'll have to fix that.
All right, it's you, Alan.
So, Chuck, you're so ugly you make blind kids cry.
Oh, poor kids.
Wow. Wow. Again, Chuck, I didn't write that one
Oh,
either.
stop it, you guys. Yes, you did.
At least I didn't tell you to go into a coma.
Right. Wow.
Hey, Alan. You're lucky that mirrors don't talk, or laugh for that matter.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the first part about it. Will you do it again, Chuck?
You're lucky mirrors don't talk, or laugh for that matter.
Yeah. I have no mirrors in my house.
Is that like one of those scales you can program with a voice? Program, get off me!
Ow! Ow! All right, Alan, I got your back after that insult. Hey, Chuck, if I were as ugly as you, I wouldn't say hi to people. I'd say boo.
Wow.
I do. I do, though.
So, while I appreciate that, Scott, why is it that people with the smallest minds always have the biggest mouths?
That is true.
It is true. I'll admit it.
Not about you, Scott. Just in general.
Okay. It's you, Chuck.
So hey, Scott.
Yeah?
You started at the bottom, and it's been downhill ever since.
It's because I'm short. All right.
Nowhere going but further down.
Hey, Alan, don't laugh. All right? Huh?
Sorry, buddy.
All right. And let's play horse. I'll be the front end, and you be yourself.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. So this one's actually kind of a compliment. Chuck, you're lucky to be born beautiful, unlike me, who was born to be a big liar.
Which means he's not beautiful. Wait a minute.
Yeah. At least he's not in a coma.
What do you mean? I got a poem for you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I have 5 fingers, the middle ones for both of you.
Oh.
Nice.
All right.
Beautiful.
All right. Coming back at him. Roses are red. Your blood is too. You guys look like monkeys and belong in a zoo. Don't worry. I'll be there too. Not in a cage, but laughing at both of you.
Nice.
There you go.
That was
Insults from Scott, Chuck, and Alan. There you go.
Oh no! We suck again!
Yes. All right.
Is it again or still?
Still. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I could get that edited. All right. A few news headlines. Have you guys seen the amazing picture? You've got to, if you haven't, you got to check it out, of Pat Sajak taking out one of the contestants.
I tried to look at it, and Fox News took it offline.
He's got a very angry look on his face. But what it was one of the contestants kept talking about being a pro wrestler, and it was like he irritated Sajak. So he got a little snarky. And then at the end, when he wins like $75,000, Sajak takes to the stage behind him and puts his arm behind his back and puts him in a chokehold.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's just lawsuit worthy, I think. So there you go. Look for more news on that one. But if you haven't seen the picture, you should go online and look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just seeing a still photo, but it's pretty. It's definitely a WTF moment.
And doesn't that look like he's got just the angriest look on his face ever?
He does.
He does.
Wow, that's that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. All right. TikTok. Looks like the government's moving ahead, trying to make TikTok illegal in our country. Is this going to be a problem for either of you?
What's TikTok?
That's what I was looking for. So they're going to make it, and several other countries have done this already. They're going to make it illegal for government officials to have TikTok on their phone because it's a Chinese company and supposedly available for spying. They're giving them a chance to talk and come up with a plan to keep it legal in the rest of the country. But they're thinking of actually banning the app. But I can't see where this will affect that. At least older adults, because I know it's not on my phone. Alan's won't take it because it's still a flip phone.
Alan's still got one of those Nokia bricks. He can use it as a hammer in a pinch.
Dude, those things last forever.
They do.
Man.
And they're great when somebody's chasing you.
Right?
Yeah. All right, scary news. NASA tracking a huge growing anomaly in Earth's magnetic field, actively monitoring a strange anomaly, a giant region of lower magnetic intensity in the skies above the planet stretching out between South America and Southwest Africa. The vast developing phenomenon called the South Atlantic Anomaly has intrigued and concerned scientists for a few years, perhaps none more so than NASA researchers. While it might not cause any problems to us, this dent in the Earth's magnetic field also protects people on the space station. So anybody that's out in space is getting exposed to a lot more radiation. The worries are if it continues to grow that it could cause problems on our planet too. So that's kind of scary. Really scary.
Wow.
More than
I wonder
scary.
if the poles are shifting.
You know, there's been a few stories like this that came out, and I've been wanting to Google that and do some reading and research, and if some of these events could be leading to a pole shift. And does that mean we all have to go out and change the terminals on our batteries?
No, but we probably have to get new compasses.
Yeah. And it's happened on other planets, they say, in space. I don't know how they really know this. And they say it's happened on our planet before as well. So,
well, I've been reading reports that might actually be happening more than once. And if you think about it, like think of the weather we've been having, and if you look at, for instance, like where my in-laws are in Texas, it's becoming the desert that was further up north. It just seems like everything's sort of shifting further south, all the weather patterns in general.
Well, I won't start to worry until I see Santa moving into Chihuahua.
Right.
It's not going to affect me at all because I can never figure out which direction I'm going. Whoops. It's true, though.
Yeah. What is this? When people give you directions, they say words like north, south, and like, just tell me to turn at the Dollar General.
Please.
Give me directions.
All right. By the way, Chuck, there is no roads beside the Dollar General.
I know. It was the first thing that popped in.
You should go ahead and turn there, though. Take a right.
I'm talking about people that live in other places where there is a street next to their Dollar General.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That other place.
All right. Let's do a little more stupid stuff.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Whoa. Chuck and Alan. Chuck,
I want to
Alan
ask
raised
you a
his
bunch
hand.
of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Teacher,
Immediately.
I need to use the bathroom.
I'm thinking impaired.
Maybe you'll get lucky, Chuck, and your computer will lock up.
Maybe.
That's the only way I would win.
It's a distinct possibility.
All right. Well, we're going to start off where you don't need to be intelligent. You just need to be clever. These are riddles. All right? Riddles.
Ooh.
All right. What two things can you never eat for breakfast?
Your fork in the bowl.
Well, you might try, though, so I'm going to have to say no to that. Two things. Remember, these are riddles, so it's probably a stupid answer.
Lunch and dinner.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
For some reason, I knew Milani do well at this.
I like food.
There you go. One has a face and two hands, but no arms or legs.
A clock.
Yes. See? We'll just quit the show right now.
Tune in again tomorrow as we hear the Baroness Rothschild say,
Barry, guess how much change I've got in my nose.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
But a clock does have arms.
I know.
Is it, okay.
That's
I'm moving on.
Two hands, but no legs.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I thought I heard no hands.
He is
Did you
not
skip
going to do
coffee
well
this
at this.
No, my coffee's too hot, and I haven't been able to drink it yet.
That's part of the problem, Chuck.
Mm-hmm. I'll be back on the air. I'll just sit here in awkward silence until I finish this cup of coffee.
Okay. What tastes better than it smells, gentlemen?
Most cheeses.
My tongue.
Yes. Are you cheating?
Wow.
No.
That's 3 in a row for Alan Milani. Wow. You're good at riddles. All right.
I feel good this morning.
All right. What kind of
I
room?
suck at riddles, by the way.
What kind of room has no doors or windows?
My padded cell.
What kind of room?
What kind of room? A burr room?
A what room?
A burr room? A broom?
No.
I don't know.
A mushroom. There you go.
A mushroom.
No doors or windows.
I'm even wearing a mushroom sweater.
What's orange and sounds like a parrot?
A carrot.
Yes, there you go, Chuck. Oh. What do Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh have in common?
Oh.
I don't know.
I just said it.
Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, what do they have in common? Yes, the same middle name. There you
The
go.
same middle name?
Ooh,
Oh,
Chuck's
my
creeping up on you there.
Good Lord.
During what month do people sleep the least?
February.
Yeah. Oh, he's not even giving you a chance. Look at that.
He wiped me out on that one. Well, did you notice he took a sip of coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it took.
That was the key.
I smell coffee. All right.
Yeah, I'm done for now. He just had another sip.
Right?
What goes up but never comes down?
A balloon?
Tax rates?
Nope.
Inflation?
Nope.
Bidenomics?
Shut up, Wesley.
Careful
Wow.
what you say. I got my trigger on the finger. Or my
Brilliant
finger on the
timing.
trigger. Okay. I'm just trying to think of where it was. What goes up and never comes down? It's your age. Your age.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. What word becomes shorter when you... let's skip that one. It's really dumb. Two children are born on the same day by the same mother, but they're not twins. How's it possible?
Different years.
Yeah.
Two children born on the same day by the same mother, and they're not twins.
Mm-hmm.
And how is that possible? That's the wrong answer.
Different year is the wrong answer?
Yes.
Oh. I don't know then.
They're
Oh, 'cause
triplets.
she was okay.
Triplets. All right. All right. Getting a little tougher. Johnny's mother had 3 children. First child was named April. The second child was named May. What was the third child's name?
Johnny.
Yeah, there you go. And if you keep them simple, Milani wins.
Yeah.
All right. Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the highest mountain in the world?
Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. How much dirt is there in a hole that measures 2 feet by 3 feet by 4 feet?
None.
Oh, good. That's too easy, wasn't it? What is able to travel around the globe but stays in a corner the whole time?
Pretty much everything.
The laser pointer when you point at the globe and spin it.
Correct answer is a stamp.
A stamp.
A stamp. All right.
Okay.
Oh, I missed this joke earlier. It says, people tell me that I'm quite condescending. That means I talk down to people.
That's impossible.
Oh,
You see-
that was a good one. 10,000 points for Milani. Coming up with a slam.
You see,
Sorry, buddy.
mansplaining is explaining things to people.
Say what?
it was a joke that trailed off.
All right. That was an attempt at a joke by Chuck Ritchie.
Oh no!
It failed.
We suck again!
You'll get another try.
I was explaining what mansplaining was.
Okay. Oh, I get it now.
I didn't quite get there.
All right. All right, let's move on to News and Nugget this morning. First story up is a dispute between Jack Daniels and the makers of a squeaking dog toy that looks like the whiskey's signature bottle. Gave the Supreme Court something to chew on yesterday.
I see what they did there.
Yeah, it's funny. Question for the court involves whether the toy's maker infringed on Jack Daniels' trademarks. Justice Samuel Alito expressed skepticism for Jack Daniels' arguments, asking at one point, could any reasonable person think that Jack Daniels had approved the use of this trademark? When the company's lawyer pushed back on the justice's knowledge about dog toys, Alito responded in part with, I had a dog. I know something about dogs. His late Springer Spaniel Zeus sometimes visited the court. Arizona-based VIP Products has been selling its Bad Spaniels toy since 2014. It's part of its Silly Squeakers line of chew toys that mimic liquor, beer, wine, and soda bottles. They include Mountain Drool, which of course parody for Mountain Dew, and I like this next one, Heine Sniffin', which parodies Heineken.
Well, they do both smell the same.
Oh, wow. Jack Daniels bottles have the words Old Number 7 brand and Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey. Toy proclaims the Old Number 2 on your Tennessee carpet. Original bottle notes it's 40% alcohol by volume, which the chew toy has none. All right. Might be fun if it did. Let's see. Back to the top, Alan Milani.
I think Jack Daniels maybe needs to sit down on this one.
Yeah, probably.
They need to take a chew toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody need a
found...
treat. Sorry.
It's all right, brother. Research found the best marriages are those where women marry men who are less attractive than themselves. Psychologists who studied newlyweds found men who were better looking than their wives were more likely to be unhappy and have negative feelings about their marriage. In couples where the wife is more attractive, both partners tended to be very confident.
Wow.
Or very content.
Wow, that's a good sign for my new relationship because I'm the ugly one. Chuck.
Yeah. So despite a slight slowing, that's hard to say, in the book industry in early 2023, Book Talk, the TikTok trend of promoting books, continues to thrive. Sales for authors whose books have been featured on Book Talk have increased by 43% compared to 2022 levels.
Well, that seems kind of boring.
I saw a report the other day that some of the big stores are actually having banner years this year. They're actually doing the bookstore is back, baby.
So
you mean like Barnes and Nobles and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's because of COVID. You know,
so.
Just kind of because we're like always looking for that warm, cozy thing when you're depressed, and maybe the book in your hand rather than reading online and taking more blue screen time. It's cool. All right.
I like the smell of a book.
Current methods of estimating large asteroid collision frequency with Earth may be too conservative. That's scary. New studies suggest that in the past 1 million years, up to 12 kilometer-sized objects have hit the Earth, indicating a higher likelihood such collisions could come sooner than we think. Mm-hmm. That's scary.
Well, now we can push them out of the way.
All right.
And we were worried about shooting down a balloon.
Right.
And if you're worried about touching things, here's Alan Milani.
So Amazon's palm scanning or cashierless checkout technology is now in more than 200 establishments in and outside the company. On Wednesday, the cafe chain Panera Bread unveiled Amazon One devices, which let customers scan their palms to pay for 2 locations in Greater St. Louis. The technology will be in another 10 to 20 Panera cafes in the coming months.
Your palm, so like your palm print is your credit card.
I guess.
I wanted to use my eye.
How is that contactless?
Because they're just scanning it. You're not touching it.
You don't have to put it on the reader?
No, it just scans it.
Yeah. So if you haven't flown in a while, when you go to the airport now, there's a scanner at the boarding thing, and the person's never going to touch your boarding pass. You can bring in a paper one, so that they'll have to, but it's on your phone, and all you do, and it's got a QR code on it, and all you do is you walk into the gate, is they got a big red light there, and you just move your phone across the top of the red light, and boom, you're boarded.
Huh.
Pretty slick.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do this palm thing. I'm going to wait for the QR code tattoos to be functional.
I'm going to wait for the chip in my head. All right. Lab-grown poultry is closer to being sold in the United States. That's scary. Tell us about it, Chuck.
Yeah, lab-grown poultry just got a boost. Good Meat, a brand of lab-grown meat from the company Eat Just, said this week that they got a nod of approval from the FDA for its lab-grown meat, which comes from real animal cells, but is cultivated, in quotes, cultivated into meat in a lab. Eat just said that the FDA gave the product what is called a no questions letter. The letter indicates the agency believes the food is safe to sell in the U.S. Singapore approved the same company's lab-grown chicken in 2020, which was a first for the world. Eat just makes the mung bean-based egg substitute Just Egg, which is sold in stores across the U.S.
Is that extra creepy?
That's very creepy.
So it's chicken, but it's not actually. Well, I guess it's from chicken cells, but who needs chickens?
Brought to you by Pfizer.
The images I have in my head, like lines of pulsating meat blobs sitting on countertops.
Yeah.
I guess you could do that with any kind of meat too, if they've got the technology. Even, let's say, people.
Soylent Green.
Wait, when did people become meat?
It's only the ugly ones, Alan.
The ugly people know who they are.
Wow.
Oh, that's bad, wasn't it?
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Alan Milan. No, it's me. An Australian man shared on social media that his pizza from Domino's was made from cells. No, it was supposed to come with an impressive edge-to-edge covering of 100 pepperonis. It contained just 41 pepperonis. In response to the man's post, Domino's Australia tweeted that the pizza is supposed to have 130 grams of new pepperoni, which allows for more than 100 pieces of pepperoni. Other commenters said they also found far less than the promised 100 pieces of pepperoni.
Wow.
Sounds expensive. More food.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of pepperoni.
Wow. All right. Well, the reason why we love French fries, chips, and candy bars so much has less to do with a lack of willpower and more to do with the brain learning to prefer such high-fat, sugary foods. Results of the study from Yale University showed that exposure to high-fat, high-sugar food reduces preferences for healthier food.
Oh, man.
So if we eat food that tastes good, then we have less of a preference for a food that doesn't taste good, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, kind of.
Yeah.
That's why nobody likes kale.
My brain's always getting in the way of things. All right. Just like Chuck, here's a guy that draws a flower every day. Chuck?
Yeah. So no pressure, fellas. But a guy named Lansu Barbarossa has been drawing a flower for his partner every day for 3 years. Recently, he compiled all the drawings into a short film set to Chopin's Minute Waltz. Barbarossa is a graphic designer and illustrator based in London.
All right. Last one today. A new study, King's College London University, has shown that 1 in 5 people have a psychological condition known as misophobia, which triggers the fight or flight response in certain sounds, such as chewing, sniffing, and loud breathing. Misophonia is a condition in which common sounds made in normal life trigger a fight or flight response, sparking anger or the need to escape, like anybody that has the whistle when they talk. Like the guy on the cartoon. You can do that, Chuck. Can't you do the whistle?
I can't.
I thought you did it one time. All right. Or the other one that bothers me is people that go...
Yeah, that gets me.
See, you guys want to run now, don't you?
That is my paper boy.
Mm-hmm. Moving on to bits and breaks this morning. We have just a few of them before we go to break. This one kicking off. Who are the worst tippers? Tell us about it, Alan.
The internet said any group of children. What?
Yeah, worst tippers. Any group of children, like sports teams,
scouts,
etc. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And bad tippers.
Church people on a Sunday.
Because they gave all their cash away already.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Anyone claiming they'll take care of you.
You guys remember when you both started doing the morning show? I said, I'll take care of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Never saw a dime.
You gave us food once.
Once.
This is true.
This is true. Breakfast.
This is true, but we had to hound him for it.
For like 3 months.
Yeah. Keep reminding me.
Where's my eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Teenagers are bad tippers. They either tip really well or not at all.
I worked as a waiter at a Sherry's in Spokane years and years ago, and that was if teenagers came in and filled up a table, you were just like, oh, no tip,
right.
huge mess, and they're going to stay there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, people that ask for ketchup with their steak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chuck.
It's going to be a bad tip. Wow, Chuck, I can't believe that.
I've worked as a server before in a few places, and I can tell you these are all true. Every last one of them.
Yeah.
So did you have the unscrewed salt shaker or pepper shaker ever?
I don't think I ever did. I did. There was one time I sat in the corner and I watched a guy. He was digging at the bottom of his shoe, right? He sat there and he ate his whole meal, and the whole time he kept digging at the bottom of his shoe. And I looked at him. He pulled a piece of gravel out of his shoe and stuck it on his plate, and then called me over and said there was a rock in my food.
Wow.
He brought it with.
Yeah.
He just couldn't get it out of the shoe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best tip I ever got as a waiter was $5 in camel bucks. Also,
Wow.
the biggest tip I ever got. All right, question for the two of you. What is something that always makes you happy and doesn't cost money? Alan?
Ooh, doesn't cost money. That kind of throws me there. Sunshine.
Sunshine.
That makes me happy.
Always sunshine. All right, Chuck
dog
and...
snuggles.
What?
Dog snuggles.
Dog
well,
snuggles.
yeah, but that costs money.
Yeah. It does.
Because you got to feed him and stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
But not the snuggle itself doesn't cost money.
No, the snuggle's free.
Yeah.
Back rub. Back rub.
That's not always free either.
that always comes with conditions.
Yeah, that's definitely conditional.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. All right. Chuck has some weird excuses for being late because, well, he was late today.
I've used all of them. Yeah, so this comes from a career builder talking to hiring managers about bizarre excuses for being late. Of course, the obvious, my dog ate my work schedule. But aren't those all online and on your phones now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are.
Mine isn't. Mine's on a sign in my window. That's my work schedule.
I was here, but I fell asleep in the parking lot. I can't say I've used that one. I'll have to remember it. And this has happened to everyone. I mean, my fake eyelashes were stuck together.
Oh, boy.
And I have done this one before. I forgot I didn't work at my former employer's location and drove there by accident.
Oh.
In this case,
Wow.
though, the worker had been at their new job for 5 years.
Wow.
But have you ever just get on autopilot and just go to the wrong place? I've done that.
Oh, yeah.
I have done that. I had morning sickness, and that was a man who said that.
That's called a hangover.
I can relate to this next one. My coffee was too hot, and I couldn't leave until it cooled off.
Ah.
I mean, lame, but understandable.
All right, can you get a little closer to your laptop there, Chuck? You're a little quiet.
Yep. Sorry. An astrologer warned me of a car accident on a major highway, so I took all back roads, making me an hour late.
And I ended up in Philadelphia.
Wow.
Cheapskate contest. Who's the cheapest here? Guy who conserves ice by cooling drink cans in a toilet tank? Perhaps a committed composter who experimented with everything, including toilet paper tubes and dryer lint.
Wow.
Or maybe this person, a family that plugs the shower drain and uses the water to flush the toilet. Way to go, Dad.
You know, I will have to say the last one with the dryer lint and the toilet paper tubes. If you stuff your dryer lint in a toilet paper tube, bring them camping. They make an excellent fire starter.
Great fire starter.
Make sure it's dryer lint, though. All right. Yeah. Man who disguises weak coffee by putting it in a darker cup. Here, a woman shared a story of a man who invited her to a free concert in a parking lot, asked her to drive, and when she inquired about dinner, said, I ate a late lunch. Which is another story for I'm poor.
Yeah.
All right. Or is this guy the biggest cheapskate? A guy who reuses his dental floss, rinses it each day, and uses it for about 14 days.
Still gross.
All right.
That's disturbing.
Do you guys have any cool ways you save money?
Not really.
Recycling
I
Amazon
do.
packages? Anything?
No.
I am pretty cheap and I have lots of things, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
All right.
For years, I didn't buy trash bags. I just used leftover grocery bags, but I think that's pretty common.
You wait until after Valentine's Day to buy candy.
I do,
Yeah.
but there's a deeper story behind that. So
And like I said about
it
somebody
was the
else
day of our first
yesterday,
date.
I said this about somebody else yesterday, but Chuck also lays his own Cadbury eggs.
That's right. That's right.
That's disgusting.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
What more trivia?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
All right, these are the real trivia questions, boys. No riddles here. Maldives has the highest rate of these in the world. By the way, that's a country.
The highest rate
of these in the world.
Of these.
It involves a judge.
Divorces?
Possibly. Yeah, there you go. All right, good job. Where's my applause? The average person uses approximately 57 of these, like 4x4 squares every day. What is it?
Toilet paper.
I knew you'd get that one after the whole. Yeah.
I was going to go for sugar cubes.
I said 4x4.
Yeah.
That's a lot of toilet paper. I'm too cheap to use that much.
It's a lot of sugar. You're going to need way more toilet paper. There are 449 of these released in 2022. 449 of these released in 2022. And in my mind, 447 of them were bad.
Films.
Films.
I was going to say
Exactly
movies,
right.
too.
Movies.
Yeah.
All right. I spy the lie here. Apples are part of the Rose family. Bill Murray's first screen role was on the TV show Mr. Rogers as a boy selling cookies. Astronauts get taller when they're in space. What's the lie?
Apples.
Astronauts.
You're both wrong. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. That's horrible. Bill Murray, that's the lie. That wasn't. And astronauts get taller in space, and that's why I'm going to space.
For some reason, I thought they got shorter. That makes sense.
Yeah,
No
I
gravity.
would. Yeah, no. Oh, no gravity. You can like expand.
Yeah.
Funny, I'm expanding right now. 18%. 18% of parents say they look for advice on this from their kids.
Fashion.
Yes. In 1789, this job paid just $25,000. Like one of the. It's an important job.
Presidency.
Yes, Alan. Each year in the U.S., there are more than 750 accidents related to what fruit?
Prunes.
Cherries. Prunes.
Don't think bathroom, Chuck. You gotta get.
I was thinking this like the seeds on a cherry.
Oh, like a cherry pit. Yeah, neither one of those. Nope.
Huh.
Watermelon.
Nope.
From people trying to use them as helmets.
Nope. This would be the most common thing to have an accident with fruit.
Grapes.
Bananas.
Bananas. There you go. Wow.
People slipping and falling.
I thought that only happened in cartoons.
Right? Because I've tried it before and I did not slip at all.
Almost a third of their employees say they don't like doing what with their boss?
Talking.
Too vague.
Having coffee.
Brainstorming.
No, go beyond talking a little bit.
Having a meeting.
Go beyond that.
Going on a date.
Having an affair. Yeah.
Is that way too beyond?
Yeah, you guys way overshot it. It went from talking to him to sleeping with him.
Is there an in between?
Yeah, it's called socializing.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
Same
are
thing.
horrible. What do the words dumbbell, occurrence, and memento have in common?
Dumbbell, occurrence, and memento. There's something about repeating in there.
No, sir.
Are they portmanteaus?
If I knew what a portmanteau is, I could tell you if you were right or wrong. No guesses? They are the three most common misspelled words: dumbbell, occurrence, and memento. All right. Oh. I don't want to embarrass you guys, or I put you up to the spelling test right now. 21% of kids say that if they were president, they would do this every day.
Have ice cream.
Good job, both of you. Which proves you're both children at heart. 1 in 7 adults does this more than 30 minutes a day.
Naps.
Exercise.
No. Not naps either.
Yeah, 1 in 30?
Yeah. 1 in 7 adults does this for more than 30 minutes a day.
Okay.
You might have a problem.
Exercises.
Probably more realistic for a woman. It doesn't say it's broken down that way or anything, though. What could you do?
Gets ready to leave the house.
I'll take that. Spends time in the bathroom. Fairly close.
Okay.
All right. So
only 30 minutes?
Yeah. Let's 2 more, and let's make this one simple. All you have to do is be the closest. All right? The closest one wins. How long is the longest river in North America? How many miles, Alan?
I'm going to say 1,000.
How many miles, Chuck?
I'm going to go with 1,001.
And Chuck wins. This isn't the Price is Right, but he wins. 2,500 miles. The Missouri River, 2,500 miles.
Okay.
Oh, the Missouri.
Yeah.
Missouri.
The adult literacy rate in Iceland is 99%. What is it in India, Alan?
60%.
Chuck?
I was going to say 68.
You're going to say 68, and Alan wins 61%.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
What percentage of the average human tear is salt? What percentage of your tears is salt?
75.
All right. Chuck?
I'm going to go with 7.
7. Chuck's right. 1%. 1%.
1%. Okay.
So saying your face burns from all the salt, Alan, that's not going to fly anymore.
Dang it.
That's not an excuse to be late.
Wow.
How many global subscribers does Netflix have, Alan?
2.
Okay.
They share their password.
And Chuck?
I'm going to say 1.4 billion.
You are way over, but you're actually, I think, closer than his vague answer. 140 million. So maybe Alan is actually closer at 2. So he chose 2 and he won. Wait a minute.
Does Netflix even know how many subscribers they have?
144 million, and they have 340 million cheaters.
Right.
I would have thought it would have been way higher than that.
All right.
Yeah.
Your chance to be clever as we go to break. Answer wrong and win. Always fun. Name the thing in your home that alerts you to smoke and fire, Alan.
My wife.
My dog.
Chuck, when you want a dog to learn to behave, you take him to what kind of school?
Traffic school.
Okay. Alan, what's the title of the famous guy who lives in Vatican City?
The Gray Wizard.
And Chuck, name a place you would find a swing set.
At the Vatican.
Oh man, I was gonna bet $10 he was gonna say his bedroom.
Wow.
No, we have to answer wrong and win.
Yeah. Oh, he can't be. That's good.
But every time I try to use the Vatican at the swing, there's this kid with a really big hat in there.
All right. When we come back, it's going to get even dumber. So stay right here. Northern Lights Public Radio, KCHW 102.7, and the Three Amigos will be back.
It's 8:22.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chihuahua. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
KCHW programming is made possible by listeners like you and by
New Health. At New Health, we are committed to promoting health and wellness within our communities by providing integrated open access healthcare for all. Our medical care teams offer in-person visits, curbside care, and telehealth visits. Schedule today for a new patient appointment. Curbside pharmacy pickup and mailing options are available to meet your medication needs. Contact New Health at 509-935-6004. That's 509-935-6004 to schedule today, or visit our website at newhealth.org for a location nearest you. New patients are welcome, and most insurance plans are accepted, including Medicare, Apple Health Plans, TRICARE, and private insurance. New Health, celebrating 45 years of bringing healthcare into communities and communities into healthcare.
This is KCHW, Chihuahua, 102.7 FM.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW, Chihuahua.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, March the 23rd, 2023. I'm Mike Clifford. Advocates for young people continue to sound the alarm over the impact flavored tobacco products have on teens. They are hoping Minnesota lawmakers take another close look at a proposed statewide ban.
Following attempts in previous legislative sessions, a bill has surfaced to prohibit the sale of all flavored tobacco products, including menthol cigarettes, flavored cigars, smokeless tobacco, and e-cigarettes. The coalition, Minnesotans for a Smoke-Free Generation, says the region faces a youth tobacco epidemic. And Bethlehem Yehalawork of the North Point Health and Wellness Center says enacting proposed restrictions can prevent things from getting worse.
Passing a comprehensive flavor policy will really prevent youth addiction and improve health for all Minnesotans.
According to the coalition, 1 in 7 11th graders in Minnesota report using e-cigarettes, and 88% of those students use flavored products. These proposed bans often encounter pushback from the tobacco industry and retailers. I'm Mike Moen.
Meantime, a large percentage of folks in Missouri who could have their criminal records expunged have not done so. Our Deborah Van Fleet explains.
Missouri House Bill 352 would make the expungement process automatic for eligible individuals. Lindsay Baker with the Missouri Budget Project stresses that expungement already exists, and making it automatic would not change the type of offenses that qualify.
Folks who are eligible, for the most part, are going to be folks with lower-level nonviolent offenses. So violent crimes, higher-level offenses are not eligible for expungement.
Baker explains that once records are expunged, they do not appear on public records but are still available to law enforcement. Research shows the average annual wage increase for those who have their record expunged is more than $4,000. A Missouri Budget Project report estimates this could lead to an additional $2.9 billion in economic activity for the state. Opponents believe potential employers and others have the right to know a person's criminal history, and some fear it increases the chance a person will commit another crime. Currently, 10 states have clean slate laws in place, including Oklahoma, and others have legislation pending.
Now from ABC News, an appeals court Wednesday rejected an effort by former President Donald Trump's attorneys to block Trump lawyer Evan Corcoran from having to testify and hand over records to special counsel Jack Smith and his team investigating the Trump handling of classified records after leaving the White House. ABC reports the three-judge panel on the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled extraordinarily swiftly against a request for a stay by Trump's attorneys. Sources say that Corcoran expected to testify as soon as Friday. This is Public News Service. Providers of community identification cards for North Carolina's immigrant communities say proposed legislation banning police officers and local governments from recognizing the alternative IDs as valid could have crippling effects on families.
House Bill 167 would restrict the use of cards issued to immigrants through the Faith Action ID network. More than 15,000 residents in North Carolina and other states currently rely on Faith Action IDs. Deputy Director of El Pueblo, Maria Gonzalez, says community IDs were created as a stopgap solution for individuals banned from receiving state licenses because they lack the required documentation.
Medical care, participating in cultural business life of our community, getting a library card, picking up a kid from school.
Supporters of the bill argue that community-issued IDs pose security risks for communities. Faith Action says that in order to receive an ID, program participants are required to attend an orientation on the benefits and limitations of the card and sign a simple memorandum of understanding. Nadia Ramlagan reporting.
And a work personnel file can be important to review, but some Washingtonians are finding them hard to obtain. More on that now from Eric Tegeloff.
The legislation would require businesses to release workers' personnel files within 14 days or pay statutory damages to the worker. These files can contain key information on an employee's termination, for workers' compensation cases, or unemployment benefits. Democratic Representative Julia Reed of Seattle says some companies withhold files for long periods of time or hand them over heavily redacted.
If you're trying to get unemployment, you don't have a month to wait for your employer to say that they found your file. So I think it's reasonable to ask employers to find things within 2 weeks.
Opponents of the bill say it will be hard for businesses to accommodate these requests in the bill's 14-day time period, especially for small businesses.
Finally, Eric Lattis tells us as wildfire seasons in Colorado and across the American West become longer, less predictable, and increasingly destructive, a new report aims to provide an equitable roadmap for protecting communities, watersheds, and wildlife.
Rob Addington with the Nature Conservancy in Colorado says engagement with tribal nations who have been successful stewards of lands for thousands of years will be critical to address the scale of the challenge.
Developing tribal partnerships and really looking to tribal knowledge, ecological knowledge that many of the tribes hold from their centuries, in many cases, of working with the land, working with fire.
Addington says the roadmap represents a paradigm shift in modern forest and wildfire management.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Here is on interesting radio stations, your favorite podcast platform. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
KCHW 102.7 FM, the music education station, is pleased to announce its first fully produced syndicated radio program that's available to public radio stations worldwide. It's called Swinging with Dr. Jazz, and you can hear it locally at 6 p.m. every Sunday night, right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. Each episode features 6 swing-era bands from the 30s and 40s. Swinging with Dr. Jazz, Sundays at 6 on KCHW 102.7 and online at northernlightspublicradio.com.
We are the Three Amigos!
Woo! We're back for part 2. If you just joined us, thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget, each show every day gets posted on YouTube and Facebook if you miss any part of it and want to go back, or you just want to go back and catch the morning jokes. All right, as Alan gets ready for local birthdays, review that weather forecast. 47 for your high today. Clouds with occasional rain showers at 68%. Showers early tonight. Then we should have considerable cloudiness, overnight low of 32. For your Friday, 45 and 28 with a 25% chance of rain. Saturday, 45 and 30, cloudy skies, slight chance of rain. Same deal for Sunday, 46 and 30, slight chance of rain under cloudy skies. Next week will pick back up a little bit, partly cloudy for Monday now, 49 and 29, and then you'll spend the rest of the week in the mid to lower 50s with partly cloudy skies. That's the way it looks right now. And Alan Milani stepping in with local birthdays. Do we have any, Alan?
We do. We have one, and it's Jackson Herda.
All right. Happy birthday. All the applause for Jackson. Chuck Ritchie, will you take us on our way with celebrity birthdays this morning?
I will. Shaka Khan is 70.
All right.
Amanda Plummer from Pulp Fiction, The Hunger Games is 66. She was recently a villain in the new Picard season. It's really good. Catherine Keener from the Adam Project is 64. Richard Grieco, remember him? He's 58.
Wow.
Randall Park from the Ant-Man and the Wasp and Fresh on the Boat is 49. Michelle Monaghan from Eagle Eye and Mission Impossible is 47. Kerry Russell from Star Wars Rise of the Skywalkers is 47. Gossip blogger Perez Hilton is 45. TV personality and NBA wife Aisha Curry is 34. Reality star Ben Higgins is also 34. And Princess Eugenie is 33.
No idea who Princess Eugenie is.
Yeah, where is she from?
Not a clue.
Huh. Maybe she's one of those self-proclaimed princesses, like you, Alan.
Right? Yeah, I was going to say, like Alan.
I need to change my pronouns.
He woke up and then quickly went back to sleep.
Yeah.
Wow. It happened today. I like to call that history. And we start off in 1775. Patrick Henry called for America's independence from Britain, telling the Virginia Provincial Convention, "Give me liberty or give me death." It was 1806 when explorers Lewis and Clark have reached the Pacific coast and began their journey back to the east. 1942 in this day. During World War II, U.S. government began moving Japanese Americans from their West Coast homes to detention centers. Scary, scary, scary. On to 83 when President Ronald Reagan proposed the development of technology to intercept enemy nuclear missiles. The plan was dubbed Star Wars. No comment. 1994, Wayne Gretzky of the Los Angeles Kings broke Gordie Howe's National Hockey League career record with his 802nd goal. Wow. In 1998, it was Titanic, which won 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Song, to tie the record set by 1959's Ben-Hur. Record again tied by Lord of the Rings' Return of the King in 2003. All right. 2001, Russia's orbiting Mir space station ended its 15-year odyssey with a fiery plunge into the South Pacific. This is fun. 2009, Japanese astronaut on the International Space Station began testing a pair of special no-smell underwear. You need these, Chuck.
We're looking for volunteers for a study.
Wow.
Koichi Wakata planned to wear the special antibacterial Palmer pants for 7 days. That's also known to me and you as a diaper.
Yeah.
That's why underwears have two sides, you guys.
Reversible.
One's for the first half of the week, the other's for the second half.
Wow. Sorry, I didn't mean to play that over you, Chuck. Let's see. The underwear was developed by Japanese researchers trying to create clothing that reduces smell, absorbs sweat, and provides that much-needed insulation. Also,
Who's
diaper.
the tester?
Right.
Me? And there's something, a hand slowly came up and slowly went back down. All right. World Health Organization said the COVID-19 pandemic was accelerating in 2020, with the first 100,000 cases taking just 67 days, the second 100,000 cases taking 11, and the third 100,000 taking just 4 days. That's called spreading. All right, and 2021, first ever tweet by Twitter founder Jack Dorsey, and the tweet was, "Just setting up my Twitter, sold for $2.9 million in a digitally autographed version." What idiot bought that?
Wow. You know, back to the space underwear thing. That would be a great prank. You know, that sounds like the setup to a prank. You guys, I got this product. I need testers. Here, smell this.
Wear it for 7 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are gross.
Quiet! I can't hear myself lie.
Special events, Ellen Milani.
Cuddly Kitten Day.
I can't see you doing that.
With a kitten?
Yeah.
I like cats.
Do you?
I just don't want to own one.
Okay.
Same.
Chip and Dip Day.
All right.
It's Melba Toast Day. Puppy Day. Tamale Day. Okay Day. And World Meteorological Day.
Huh. I wonder if you could combine Puppy and Kitten and Tamale Day.
Wow. I don't know. We have lab-grown meat now.
Like lab-grown meat.
Yeah. Well, if it's a lab, I guess.
All right.
Chuck, Labrador.
What is the number for the day?
Number day is 33. That is the height and feet of the world's largest office chair. It is 33 feet 1 inch and is located in Anniston, Alabama.
Is that where the Jolly Green Giant comes from?
Right? I just want to sit in it and spin around.
Pretty much guaranteed my legs will not touch the floor in that chair.
Do they touch the floor in any chair?
No, I'm the chair I'm sitting in right now. They don't. I just put my feet down and they don't touch the floor.
That's why he prefers beanbags.
Wow.
We love you, Scott.
Thank you. All right. You notice I didn't say I love you too.
Yeah, I noticed.
I love you guys. We are the Amigos. All right. Real quick, some entertainment news. John Wick 4, originally almost 4 hours long. That's way too much violence, isn't it? 4 hours.
No way.
That'd make you nauseous. So it's coming back, edited 2 hour, 49 minutes. All right.
Man, that takes away from the storyline.
All he does is kill people for 2 hours and 49 minutes. So,
gotta give time for character development.
All right,
Who doesn't love a little gratuitous violence?
I do. My favorite violent movie is Shoot 'Em Up with Clive Owen.
Shoot 'Em Up.
And throughout the movie, he keeps running out of bullets, so he kills people with carrots.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got a carrot addiction, so for some reason he's always got pockets of carrots. And at the end of the movie, the bad guy's busted all of his fingers, so what does he use to shoot the gun? A carrot.
Obviously they're al dente.
Now you've spoiled it, Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much more gratuitous violence, you can't miss it.
Isn't that the point? Isn't that the whole point of that movie? Is just like a 90-minute long gratuitous violence.
It is.
Violence scene.
All right. Something else almost as scary. Dick Van Dyke, 97-year-old actor, famous for his roles in Mary Poppins and The Dick Van Dyke Show, and many, many more. Report by TMZ suggests the actor suffered minor injuries to his nose and mouth because his mouth's always open. All right. And he may have suffered...
Kind of like yours.
Oh, wow.
Shut up, Wesley.
Let's see. The actor claimed the record rain in Los Angeles has caused his car to slide on the road and hit a gate. Can you believe at 97 he's still driving by himself?
Did you see him? He was just recently on The Masked Singer.
Really?
Performing in a costume, yeah.
No kidding.
All right.
And like one of the judges even started crying because they were so overwhelmed because, you know, he's Dick Van Dyke. He's a legend.
Not as much fun as Keanu Reeves in John Wick 4. Nicolas Cage is all bloody fangs and a long dark cape as he plays a rage-filled Count Dracula. All right, new movie called Renfield. He'll do anything. And he might as well get a TV series because he puts out a movie every month.
It looks so bad. I can't wait to see it.
I know. I keep watching his movies for some dumb reason.
I'm so excited about it. I'm going to go see it in the theaters, and I just can't wait.
You know what's funny?
It's going to be terrible.
Is he started doing these weird movies like the Western and stuff like that he hasn't done before. It's actually making his popularity come back. I'm going to make a prediction that Nicolas Cage will return to the big screen if he keeps this up.
Oh boy.
You didn't miss him, Alan? Not at all?
No, I didn't miss him.
All right, coming to the end of the show.
He's one of those like lovable psychos.
Yeah.
Like Christopher Walken, you know?
Yeah, I like that. All right, I got my frying pan. We're ready, boys.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
We always kick off with the news attack. First part true, second part scary bad joke. And here comes Alan Milani.
So March Madness is going strong. I love this time of year. The brackets, the school spirit, the endless bag of Doritos.
I'm just going to wait and see if Chuck starts or if I have to prompt him.
According to a Japanese survey, 55% of golfers have a history of low back pain caused by the rotation and speed of their swing. That's funny. After a day at the golf course, I feel the most pain in my wallet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was so
Welcome
bad.
Back to the show, Chuck.
Thank you.
It was so bad, I've got this for it. Ooh. Anti-Woke Bank in Texas is closed after just 3 months in business. The Woke Bank is now the Broke Bank. Ouch.
Broke Bank.
Wow.
That's my bank. Or at least my bank account.
Right. So Lindsay Lohan and other celebrities were charged with promoting a crypto scheme.
Uh-oh.
I would like to be the first to welcome Lindsay back to relevancy.
Yay.
Yay. We missed her mostly, sort of, kind of.
Kind of.
Research.
Hey,
sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to not lose my turn.
He finally did it, and I stepped on him.
I know, right?
Okay.
I know, that's okay.
Screw us off our game.
I know. You owe Scott $1. A research team.
Hey, Chuck.
Found that, swimming, yeah.
Sorry.
A research team found that Scott's hot tub contains between 8 and 18 gallons of urine. Whoa. Whoa. Come on, people. If you have to go that badly, use the hot tub.
Shut up, Wesley.
And swimming pools.
That was good that you turned that on me. That was awesome, Chuck. 10,000 points.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
I'm the winner.
Yay. I wonder if I just sat here quietly and somebody prompt me to talk.
And here's Scott.
Now, this is interesting. 60 million worth of pennies are lost each year. Oh, well, no sense dwelling on it.
I saw 7 of them in the post office floor this morning.
7 pennies?
7 pennies.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you pick them up?
No.
No.
My back hurts from golfing yesterday.
I was going to make a totally different joke.
La 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 la.
I don't even know whose turn it is.
I think it's probably me.
Okay.
Sleep researchers say.
They do.
Say they do. All the time. Sleep researchers say that some of us are sleep eaters, people who, while still asleep, raid the fridge. Some sleep eaters even devour stuff like cat food and medicine, which would explain the taste of Preparation H in your mouth in the morning.
I call it Preparation H. 2 Virginia inmates used a toothbrush, speaking of Preparation H, to make a hole in the wall of their cell. They then used tweezers to clip the wire in a Colgate.
So this was a story yesterday that I did, and it came up there, and then I think it comes up again in Odd News. So maybe just ad-lib it. I don't know. Here we go. Wacky but true. We don't add anything to these but a movie sound effect. First is a Springfield, Missouri area church claiming that that prayer regrew a woman's amputated toes. During a live stream of James River Church's March 15th service, Pastor John Lindell explained that a creative miracle took place the day before. The woman involved, Christina Dines, isn't talking to the press, and there are no photos or videos of the event taking place or her new toes. Oh. All right. Let's go live.
Why'd they call it aftermath?
You just have to trust me. It happened.
It happened. It did. Let's go live to the service.
Wiggle thy toes, open thine eyes, twist thy fingers toward the sky. Life is sweet, be not too shy. On thy feet, so say I.
Oh, sorry. Too much? Okay.
Nice.
Alan.
So a man in Sweden lost his temper when he came home to find his girlfriend entertaining 3 other men. The boyfriend grabbed a knife, stabbed one of the other men, and locked the door, so the police had to break it down. The cops said none of the 5 people involved could be questioned until the following day, as they were all under the influence of alcohol.
Oh,
wow.
Crazy story.
Angry boyfriend.
There's no way for a man to die. Yeah, you're right, Ed. A parachute not opening, that's the way to die. Getting caught in the gears of a combine, that's the way I want to go.
I'll break.
Never, ever stabbed by an angry boyfriend.
No.
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 No. All right.
So in Belgium, witnesses watched a man who was obviously drunk stop his car, crawl out on his hands and knees into a field, and begin eating grass and grunting like a pig. In court, the guy told the judge, "I like eating grass, especially when I'm drunk. It tastes like spinach."
Look, he needs roughage. All right. I got a great one for this. No, a pig. Pig. Here, let's see.
They call me Mr. Pig!
All right, I get the same story again. 2 inmates in Virginia jail used a tool made from a toothbrush to create a hole in the wall of their cell and escape. You guys might not heard this, though. Hours later, they were found at an IHOP eating pancakes. Some of the restaurant's other customers turned them in. Oh, man. Here's what they had to say after getting caught eating pancakes.
We are 2 wild and crazy guys!
You know, in IHOP's defense, though, they make a mean pancake.
You know, that's one of those places you go to, like the kids say they want to go there or something, or it's close by, and you're like, ugh, I don't want to eat at IHOP. But then you're always surprised because somehow it's always good.
And how bored would you have to be like, I get it, you're stuck in prison, you're really bored, but it's like more like a prank. We escaped to eat pancakes. We were coming back.
Yeah. What were they like in their cell having those conversations like, when I get out, I'm going to go to IHOP.
You know what I could do with this toothbrush? All right, Alan, take us to Egypt.
Egypt. An Egyptian referee has been suspended for using a spectator's mobile phone to disallow a goal in a league match. The ref thought the team had scored in a match last Friday. Because there was no video available to the ref, he used the fan's phone to watch a replay after the home side protested there was a handball. The ref then ruled the goal out. Because he used the fan's phone, the ref has been suspended for an indefinite period.
What?
Oh, I don't get it.
I applaud his resourcefulness.
Yeah. Wow. That's this.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem fair. For you, I mean.
Okay.
Digits.
So digits.
Digits.
In the UK, a factory worker lost part of his right thumb in a workplace accident when it was cut off by the blade of a machine he operated. He was out for a while, but when he was healthy enough to go back to the job, his supervisors asked him to show them exactly how the accident happened so they could make sure it didn't happen again. Unfortunately, it did. As he demonstrated the original incident, he sliced off part of the index finger on his left hand.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I just did this, guys.
You think he got to keep his job?
Wow.
All right, I worked.
Let's hope not.
I spent the most time on sound effects today on this one because I found so many good ones. I had to make a montage.
How many fingers am I holding up now?
Mighty is a real treat.
Release the royal fingers.
Had my fingers crossed.
7 fingers, Marty.
Let the record show that Counselor's holding up 2 fingers.
Well, he asked me to demonstrate.
It's your fault. That's a lawsuit if I ever heard of one. I'd sue him.
Right?
No kidding.
All right,
Now, show me exactly what happened.
That's our show for today. Big round of applause. Alan Milani and Chuck Ritchie and me, Scott Allen. We're all part of Three Amigos. Tomorrow we take you into... I like your golf claps there. Tomorrow we take you into the weekend. It's me and Chuck, so we hope you'll join us again. It is KCHW 102.7 Northern Lights Public Radio. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
So easy.
You're easy.
Yeah. Like training cats.
Not cheap.
Training cats.
There's no way for a man to die. Yeah, you're right, Ed. A parachute not opening, that's the way to die. Getting caught in the gears of a combine, that's the way I want to go.
I'll break.
You're listening to the new Northern Lights Public Radio.
Northern Lights Public Radio.
Northern Lights Public Radio.